Gimme, touch my little Jimmy. Oh, we're live. Hey, everybody. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Special episode of the Stereo Joe Show. I am so excited. We're back with episode 102, and we got a killer lineup for you tonight. 3 amazing performances that'll make you go zing. Anyway, guys, I'm real excited. We're having a returning guest on, Zach Lawless, singer-songwriter. He's going to be performing a couple tunes for us tonight, so we are super excited. What's up, Mateo? Up next, we are going to be having Matthew Key, and he's coming all the way down from Texas. He's going to be performing as well, which is super exciting. I hope he's going to be performing where he was last time because it was like amazing scenery. But anyway, and last but not least, we got the boys from Hamo on. We got Henry, Andrew, and Austin. And let me tell you, for the first time, we have an acoustic bass on this show. You are not going to want to miss it. Their sound is going to be killer. Their performance is going to be even better. So anyway, with that said, let's take it away. We got a music video to kick it off, and I'll be back on the other side.
Sharp knife, he left me just to die. When all I wanted was someone right here by my side. But just good up, you're worthless. I know I get fixed on this time. Now you're gone. You're gone. Remember this night, so we'd sit alone outside. You said everything was going great. We would be this fine. To write a joke that was just his joke. Broke up and moved on, but it's not wrong. Without that, I wouldn't have this song. We were just fine. Knocked it out of my mind. Where we go from? To be fully honest, it proved my not too many times. And if you were simple, you would have seen hurt in my eyes. Too much too damn busy dealing with those other guys. Now I'm done. I'm done. Remember those nights when we'd sit alone outside. You said everything was going great. We would be this fine. Too hard to see what would change in me. We broke up and moved on. Just don't come back. 'Cause I don't think that I can handle that. 'Cause we were just fine. Got it out of my mind. Where we go?
All right, guys, let's get Nick on the show. What up, homie?
Yeah, I'm excited for the show we have tonight. It's a special, I guess, airing of the night. It's a live airing, but it's a special night. Not one of the ones we ordinarily do. So we're excited for you guys that are here tonight and the guests that have joined us because it's been since episode 100 that we've had all performers again.
Exactly. I'm so excited. We're going to be doing a couple Wednesdays here and there. We got, including this episode, I think 8 left. So we are counting down towards the end of season 5. We are so stoked about it. So we want to thank you all for tuning in. If you know anybody, any musician that wants to come on the show, we'd love to have them. So please send them a recommendation or send them to us. Get in touch with us. That would be awesome. But in the meantime, make sure you're pressing share right now so we can get our guests as many viewers as possible. And Nick, tell me about that beard.
People approach me all the time and they ask me, how does that beard get so nice and how does it stay so maintained? I tell them it does not need to be a struggle if you also partner with the beard struggle. They've got products for beards of all sizes, whether you're just starting out, you got a full-blown forest on your face, or you're just looking for a few gifts for some friends of yours. They've got you covered. They've got anything you can think of for any occasion you need. And if you're thinking, that might be a little expensive, tell them your boy Stereo just sent you, because if you use checkout code StereoJO, not only will they give you 15% off your entire purchase, if you happen to spend $40 or more and live in the US, they'll ship it to you for free. And who doesn't like getting free shipping when you're buying stuff? I know I do.
I hate free shipping. No,
well, this is not for you.
I love free shipping, and honestly, guys, if you have a sexy beard like Nick, screw you. No, I can't grow a beard, okay? It's not my fault. No, I can't grow a beard, but I choose to be ugly. Thank you. No, this is a great question, Nick. Do they even deliver?
Oh, there's a different company for that.
Yeah, Pubes R Us, love them.
No, it's like Manscaped or something. Like I've seen those like ads on YouTube. They'll like advertise those shavers. Yeah.
Sure, Nick. Guys, if you didn't know, Nick's coming out as being Manscaped right now, bro.
No,
you chose the design?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Here comes the ratings. No, guys, just so you know, YouTube took one of our videos down because we wanted to show you Camille and her awesome AGT audition, guys. So you're gonna have to watch America's Got Talent to see one of our former guests on. She's been on a couple of times. I think was the last time her Christmas episode.
It might have been. It's been a little while. Yeah.
Guys,
they really took it down?
Yeah, they took down part of our last stream because of it. But guys, if you're in the chat right now, if you're watching us right now, say hello to us so we know you're here. Yeah, what's up? Oh, see, there we go. Thank you. We want you on again too, so let's set you up for a date and we will figure that out. We want to hear what's going on with you. I see you got your videos on YouTube right now. So awesome. So, okay, anyway.
And for the people at home, comment some of your favorite local bands, so then maybe we can even try to get them on.
Look who it is. What's up, guys?
Woke up.
Guys, if you don't know, Johnny Rodriguez is the effing man. I love that guy. Johnny, we love you. It was great seeing you this past weekend. Nick tried to put him to sleep. It was great. It was great. I loved every minute of it. No, we just got to play this killer show this past weekend. We played that benefit concert. You'll be seeing some of the photos come around. Actually, let me show you one real quick because I'm just loving this photo.
It was the ACT Suicide Awareness Benefit, and it was such a great cause. A lot of great bands there.
And we got such a sick shot. I'm so excited about that. So I'm blurry, so it takes out all the ugliness from the photo. So good job. Yeah. But
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura, for taking those pictures, and to John and Lisa for hosting and having us, and for all the bands that performed. And there's even a couple of them that we're looking to get on so we can relive that whole experience together.
Absolutely. And guys, I just want to give a big shout out and thank you to Nick. He booked all the guests tonight, and Nick always does such a great job. So give it up for the producer of the show, Nick the Viking.
I'm super excited for the guests that we have. Yeah.
Nick, we love you.
What? Take off. Where the dollars at? Oh,
hey, look who's in the chat. Our number one person we miss right now. Remy! Guys, Remy has a lot going on and stuff, so she might be here tonight. She might not be, but she's going to be in the chats roasting us. So thank you, Remy. We love you. And Nick, I got to let you go because I got our first guest hanging out in the back.
I'll put you later.
Peace. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We bring you awesome artists from all around the world. Today, we're taking it down south to Texas, and I want to welcome our next guest, Matthew Key, to the show. Yo.
How's it going?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Just hanging out back. The sun's starting to go down, but it's all right.
Good thing we got you in now before it's pitch black out there and we can't see you.
How you doing?
Doing well. So tell us a bit about yourself and your music.
I'm just a singer-songwriter from out of East Texas. I moved to Sherman about 10 years ago and really started hitting the ground with my own original music as well as just playing out whenever I can and putting put out a single on Spotify, No Chaser, a few years back. Been pushing it as soon as it hits a few more markers, and I have a couple more behind it. This fall, I have a single coming out as well, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, trying to stay busy, man.
That's the key. And you certainly are. So tell me about your style of music.
Sure, yeah. I kind of grew up as a rock and roller, such as yourself. Had kind of an influence of that, but I kind of bring it back into the folk genre. So kind of I say just indie folk, but I have a very heavy leaning towards Americana and kind of country. Grew up in a creek bed, so I can't really take that out of my blood. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. That's like the best thing about music too, because it's a part of you and who in your experience, what made you where you are. So that's awesome. So when did you start playing guitar and singing?
When I was probably just out of middle school, I started bass in the church band and stuff like that, and got really interested in writing and stuff. And about teenage years, got really interested in writing after I started going out to see my favorite bands play and stuff like that. And then I think I started actually playing out when I was about 18, but it was usually just campsite, like around the fire, get drunk, somebody's got a guitar type stuff. And I would always play bass guitar for other bands and stuff like that. And I never really did my own thing. And whenever Sarah got pregnant with our first boy, Dash, he really put a fire under my ass to get stuff done and start getting the stuff recorded, start putting it out there. So that's my goal anyways.
He's like, come on, Dad. He's like, I want to know what's going on. He's like, I want to hear some tunes. He was, just a guy got going there. Like, no, but you knew what he meant. He was like, Dad, get out there and write me a song. Well, that's awesome. Now, do you prefer playing acoustic or electric?
Acoustic. I've had the same guitar. I've had this guitar since I was about 14. 17. I think is when I bought this guitar. And I'm about 35. I'm about 34 now. So
I love it. And now, is it all metal or is there any nylon strings?
It's a classical guitar. It's not a nylon string. I always had a affinity towards classical style sound. Listen to old Willie Nelson, stuff like that. Listen to a lot of Damien Rice. I just like the real mellow tones and stuff.
Well, I love it. Well, with that said, let's get to some music and I'll be back on the other side.
Alrighty. Go. All right. This is one of my songs called Troubled Mind. I got a troubled mind, and I seem to find every day is worse than the last. I got a good past, but it seems to me every day I just can't seem to break free. Oh, heaven knows I do my best to live, but it ain't no life if you got nothing left to give. And I can hear those winds of change, I could taste it in the rain, and I'd pour out my heart if it wasn't already dry. Oh, nah. I find ways to get by on the skin of my teeth, but I can't even breathe, so I hear the chants, and those winds will dance around a roaring train and carry me far, far away from here. Oh, heaven knows it's a place to be, and all these troubled hearts will finally be set free. And I can hear those winds of change, and I can taste it in the rain, and I'd put my heart if it wasn't already it dry. Oh, na na. Oh, oh, oh. Do do do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh la la. Oh, na na. Do 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 do. I got a troubled mind, and I seem to find every day is worse than the last. Heaven knows I do my best to live, but it ain't no life if you got nothing left to give.
Yeah, bro. I love the way you ended that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and dude, I love those lyrics too, man. I'm glad that was the one I was hearing before because I was like, I hope he sings that line again. What kind of life to live if you have nothing left to give? Wait, say it again for me.
It ain't no life if I got nothing left to give.
I love it, dude. And dude, you know, one thing I love about this show is we get all different types of music on, and I love it. Indie folk, I think that definitely does describe you for sure.
Yeah, thank you. I heavy influence in the old Damien Rice and Abbott Brothers and stuff like that, but more so just the surrounding music that I've always kind of played around and with. Colton O'Neill, Jonathan Jeter, just a lot of East Texas dudes, you know, and then just getting drunk around a fire, you know, and just right.
Hey, that sounds fun to me. Well, listen, I got to get a Vikings opinion on this, so let's bring in Nick the Viking.
Nah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Ooh, and you know what? Matt, if you don't mind, can you turn off the echo cancel or turn on the echo cancellation? And then Nick, if you could try again.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's already better. Okay, dude, that was a great performance. Your voice is amazing, and your whole vibe gives me like a 1920s kind of feel to it. Like just the whole style of it. It like the music itself. I see the whole folk inspiration behind it.
Thanks, man. I really do appreciate that so much. I have if you're interested in other songs that I've written in the same genre, you can check out my Reverb Nation page. There's some demos there for people to kind of look at and listen to and kind of get an idea of what's coming in the future with actual studio production.
And speaking of idea of what's coming, for some reason, there's like a lot of background noise. Let me see if it's on you or Nick. Hold on. No, okay. It's definitely your live stream. Can you do me the quickest favor? Can you drop out of the stream real quick and then hit that same link and come right back? And that usually should clear it up.
All right.
So we'll see you in 1 second. All right, guys. Just me and Nick now. Looking pretty. Nicky. Guy, what'd you think of that performance, bro?
Dude, I was hoping he had a second one. That was a really cool song.
What I love about it is it's just really exciting because it's a little bit of a switch up of pace from stuff we have. So it was really cool to hear that. And he's already back. He's quick. Let's see. Let's get him on.
Down the money.
There we go.
That's better. All right, great.
So you were talking about how people can check out your other stuff that sound a little bit more like the folk Americana. How does the older stuff, like No Chaser, differ from the newer stuff that's coming out or that's currently being worked on?
For instance, I honestly don't know. It has a much more kind of a pop rock vibe album, but all the hitherto recordings are all very acoustic, very soulful, like slower. This one's much more. So it's kind of a totally different take on the song altogether. But Chris Evans actually helped me produce it, and Jonathan Jeter, let me put a lot of work into it. So it's done as far as it's been me singing all of that, and then I always bring in a drummer, but I'm not myself. But everything else is all on me and everything. So super proud of that right now and what's to come.
I love it. Nick, you talk. I can't talk.
Okay.
He knew. Oh no, Matt, come back again. One more time.
Oh no.
If you hear the playback, you'll see it. Yeah. Oh man, I felt so bad, dude. I hate when that happens.
We'll have to. I'll reach back out to him after the show. We'll get him back on again to make up for this.
Listen, Texas, can you get some internet, please? All right, let's get him back.
I mean, we're only across the country.
I know. Let's see.
Come on.
Hey.
All right, it's better now at least. Okay, so I'm gonna shut up real quick and let you guys talk.
So I've seen a couple videos. What is the pseudo studio, and where did the inspiration for it come from?
I've always played around with old cell phones and Android phones and stuff like that, and so it's basically just made up of like my PC plugged into an HDMI on my TV and an old like VGA projector, and the camera was actually an old iPhone that I had an adapter that went into like a preamp and all kinds of. It's much simpler than it has to be, but it was one of those things where I could just like plug it all in, set it all up, pop it, hit go, do my thing, break it all down, you know. But it was incorporated, man. So I mean, everybody was trying to figure out ways to keep doing what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Okay. Another question. If there was an artist today, what artist do you think is really doing a great job in your genre, like in your realm or somewhere around you that you want to be? Like, who's that one artist that you're looking up to a lot right now and being like, they really got something going on?
That's a tough one. Man, I've been listening to a lot of old Delta Spirit. What is his name? Matthew. He's also a Matthew.
Matthew K. No, actually, I'm sorry.
I can't remember his name.
Shoot.
I've been listening to a lot of rap music. Decca, for one. A lot of Jid. A lot of Smino. Stuff like that. I play mandala, and so I do this open mic thing where we do a lot of just like instrumental stuff behind people and whatnot. And a mandala is just like a mandolin, except it's a little bit lower tone. But that's how I practice. I just put on some like freaking Kendrick or something, and just like play
cool
stuff underneath it.
And I like how it's called the low because instead of the what was it called again? The name of the instrument. The
mandolin. Yeah.
Because it is a lower tone. That's so cool. The mandolo and mandolin. I love that. On Zeppelin Tangerine, they use that. So I'd love to hear with the mandolo. And prior, you mentioned that you started out on bass in a lot of bands. Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy that? And is there another instrument that you play that we don't know about?
Yeah, I always enjoy playing bass. I don't really play many other instruments. Just the mandolin setup. I was always a much better singer than I was a player. That's why I stuck with bass for so long, I think. And I was never much of a guitarist. Like I could play most rhythm stuff, but mandolin and mandala really opened up my world to music. So I think that's just my favorite. But that's really about it. I've dabbled in piano and harmonica and other things, but this mandolin's been my newest love.
Well, that's awesome, brother. And I feel so bad, but we're already at that time of the interview where I got to let you go. But before we do, where can everyone go find you?
At MatthewKeyMusic.com. At MatthewKeyMusic is my handle for all of the same things that you have here. Twitter included. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. Aha. All of the things. We have... MatthewKeyMusic.com is the easiest one. All of those links are on my website. And I will have e-commerce set up very shortly once I get distribution all sorted out. But come to live shows. I have shirts and stuff. That's the best thing. Oh, and there's also email signups on the MatthewKmusic.com, and at the very bottom you can see a list of all the shows that are coming up. So I appreciate it so much.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and we'll keep in touch and talk to you soon.
Excellent. I appreciate you having me, man. It's been a blast.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk to you soon, and thanks again, brother. Have a good one. Guys, give it up for Matthew Key Music. Go give him a follow, especially if you love that indie folk sound. He really embodies that. I got to go check out his single, so I'm stoked. But, guys, I'm passing the mic over to the one and only Nick the Viking. He's going to be starting off this next interview, but don't worry. I'll be back with some cheesy jokes.
Now we're driving back cross country to PA to welcome singer-songwriter Zach Lawless.
Hey,
Zach,
Nick, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you for coming on. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me again. I appreciate it.
Dude, it's always a pleasure. It's been way too long, so I know everyone's excited to hear you perform. There's a few songs you have prepared for everybody.
I think Matthew Key was great.
Oh, yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
For people who may not have seen you the first time that you've been on, can you tell them a little bit about like what your style of music is a little bit of like?
The only way I can kind of sum it up, I've come up with a very long and drawn out thing that I've been telling people for years is acoustic blue folk funk for the soul.
Okay, yeah, I dig it. Okay, that is cool.
It kind of covers all bases, so
Yeah.
and it flows off the tongue once you get it.
It does. It's like a tongue twister though.
Yeah,
When you
that's
first
the fun
started,
of it.
when you first started to learn it, what would you say got you into music and performing overall?
My parents. My parents were big music lovers. Got us into music, just listening to music. From the day we came home from the hospital. My parents, neither of them played music, but they instilled all that in us. Wanted us to learn music, learn instruments if we were interested in whatnot. But yeah, that was, music has been in our home for as long as I can remember.
That's awesome. And who would you say were some of the artists that influenced you growing up, and are they still some of the same artists that currently influence you today?
Yeah, absolutely. Early on is Beatles, Harry Chapin, John Denver, Bob Dylan. Those were like Jim Croce. Those were the early on influences, like just the stuff that I guess the first music I was really exposed to and really heard a lot of. Paul Simon and Garfunkel, a lot of those guys.
And are there any artists that are kind of out of your realm that are some influences either to your performances or to your music overall that people just wouldn't expect?
I guess some like hip hop stuff.
Okay.
That
That's
I grew
cool.
up with. Yeah, just some. I do like doing the obscure hip hop tune. Switching it up and doing an acoustic version of something or other.
Oh, that's very cool. And
Yeah.
when you play, I noticed you also play the harmonica too.
Mhm.
How was that first integrating the harmonica into playing? And did you first do it separately and then kind of do it together, or did you just jump right in, kind of like go with both feet in?
I kind of jumped right into it. It's my first band had broken up, and you guys know, you guys are friends with Aaron McClellan, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys had him on your show?
I don't believe we have.
Well, if you don't, then you should get him on it. He's an amazing guitar player. But we were in a band together in the late '90s, and he's an incredible guitar player and took up a lot of the melodies and soloing and stuff like that. So we split up, and I started. That's when I started playing solo gigs, and I just wanted something to. Because I've always been more of a strummer, guitar player. Just basically a strummer, rhythm guitar player. So I just wanted something to pick up some of the melodies and some of the lead, the more musical side of things, just to fill in between lyrics and verses and whatnot. And I just gravitated to the harmonica, because I'm, especially at that time, I was really, really deep into Bob Dylan. Blues Traveler was around at that time, like pretty popular back then. And I just gravitated to it. It was very natural for me and stuff. So it's kind of like singing, but you're just blowing through an instrument instead of your vocal cords doing the work. So.
That's very cool. And I've always appreciated people that can do them both at the same time, because it's not easy to focus on doing that and throwing the vocals in on top of that. And to step away from the music for a second, I also noticed a bunch of photos on your social media that you do set up some kind of scenes with some action figures and some other things that you have. How did that get started? And do you recreate certain scenes, or do you just kind of come up with things on your own? Because when I first looked at that, I'm like, oh, those are some pretty cool scenes from the movie. And I looked close, I'm like, wait, no, those are not what they look like.
Yeah, well, I do a little bit of both. I mean, sometimes I'll reenact some on-screen movie moments, but most of the time it's just kind of doing my own thing. But no, that I've been doing that for years, just toy photography, and I started a Facebook page called Pixels and Plastics.
Oh, okay.
And I've just my entire life. As long as I can remember, I've been a Star Wars toy collector, and just all I grew up in the '80s, so growing up with GI Joes and Transformers and all that stuff. And when I was in high school, I took a lot of photography courses, and that was what I was basically going to go. I was going to get into photography as a profession. Before I got into music, I was able to. I went with music because I was able to make money from it immediately, And photography was in a weird spot right there, because digital photography started coming out, and it was just so And again, I went with music, but yeah, it's just a hobby of mine that I just really enjoy. It's just fun.
That's very cool. And has pop culture influenced music in any way?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I try to keep up with pop culture as much as I can. But yeah, you can't help but let it influence you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
And
think it enriches you when you.
it's all around us. It's just kind of just something that we do experience, and it's something I think is inevitable to experience as well. And speaking of experience, I do know you have a few songs prepared for us. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the first one that you have that you're going to play?
Yeah, sure. This is this song is old enough to drink right now.
Cheers.
Yeah. I'll drink to that. Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me. This is a song called "No Need," and this was written in, I think, like 2001. I used to play this song with my old band from up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, called Sola. So this is going out to all my Sola brothers. Started right up, took the phone full cup, see what's up with the people I love. It's getting on down to that dirty sound. I'm nitty and gritty down to the ground. All these feelings I have found. I love this town with my friends all around. Yeah, be showing what's true. I've been good to you. I don't know what I could do. Maybe sing something new. A song about life, a song about us, a song about love, a song about trust. Throw in just a little soul, baby. Ah, just a little. Oh, then no need for feeling low. No, no, no. Just let your feelings go. Oh, let your love shine right down through your soul. Yeah, just keep on shining on. Moonshine through for both me and you. We'll leave behind our dues, don't let the shadows move through the rhythm and the thoughts brought out the light. With our heads up high, we're gonna roll all night. Keep it feeling right when it hits you right between the eyes. Oh my. Whoa, there's no need for feeling low. No. Just let your feelings go. Whoa, let your love shine right down through your soul. Yeah, just keep on shining on. Whoa, there's no need for feeling low. No. Just let your feelings go. Whoa, and let your love shine right down through your soul. Yeah, just keep on shining on. We just keep on shining on. We just keep on shining on. Lost my pick at the end of that one.
I thought you were doing 3.
Oh, we're doing it back to back. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
if you
that's cool.
Wasn't sure if
Yeah,
you were checking between or not.
no, do a nice little concert.
Okay, awesome, cool. All right, back at it. Sorry, guys. All right, this next song is a song that was inspired by a beautiful woman and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. It's called Two Great Tastes. Yeah, we're two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. Yeah, we're two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. Oh, I see you for everything you are, and I know now you're my shooting star, and I'll find love that I have never met, love that I will never seek again. Two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, but two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, but two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, but two great tastes. Yeah, but two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, but two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, but two great tastes, it tastes great together. Yeah, but two great tastes. From the Nazca lines to the pyramids, I never met your kind. Now I know that our love will surely show, and I know that you are inside of mine. And when we synchronize and swim through the rush of the oncoming tide, we'll dive in this endless sweet abyss as we watch our fading worlds collide. 'Cause we're two great taste. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. It tastes great together. Yeah, we're two great tastes. All right. This next one's a song I recorded a number of years ago. It's available for purchase at shows through my website and stuff. But this song called Moving On. I don't really have much context other than that. I've been living, I've been hypnotized. See all these unrelenting forms of life, but in the silence of this serious span of life, I will lift up my head, but I will silent. I've been moving on, moving on through the break of dawn. I've been moving on, moving on right there long. I've been moving on, moving on through the break of dawn. I've been moving on, yeah. I've been lost, yeah, and I've been found. But in your eyes, I can see it spinning around. I've been north, yeah, and I've been southbound. But I can't seem to get out of this small town. But then you came along, your essence strong, full of light. Oh, you became my only shining light. I hope to find you one day. I hope to find you one day in my arms. I see a smiling face and it surrounds me. Everything else just seems to melt away. And I'll be yours forever if you just say you'll pack your things and you'll come with me today. We'll be moving on, moving on through the break of dawn. We'll be moving on, yeah. Moving on, we belong. We'll be moving on, moving on through the break of dawn. We'll be moving on, yeah. I say on and 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 on. On and 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 on. On and 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 on. On and 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 on. We'll be moving on. Moving on. Break it down, we'll be moving on. Moving on, we belong, we'll be moving on. Break it down, well, I swear by the life I've been living.
Wow, that was amazing.
Thank you, guys.
dude.
Yeah, boy.
Every song just kept getting better.
What's up, Zach?
Oh, what's happening, Jimmy?
Dude, I love it, bro. And I'm sure I must have told you this last time, dude, but your voice reminds me so much of Jack Johnson, but the music has more balls. So it's like Jack Johnson. No, because dude,
let me show you one thing here. There you go.
I love it.
No.
No, you have such, and you know what? Jack Johnson has like that kind of happy vibe, like banana pancakes, like that, like just like you're chilling, and you got that too. But the harmonica is giving me like Tom Petty-ish, because yeah, man, I'm really digging it though. But I really loved it, and dude, your rhythm is on point because I was playing drums the whole time with you, bro.
Oh, nice. That's
I'm
good.
back here like tapping my pens. I'm like, oh, this guy's on, man.
Awesome. That's good to know, man.
Yeah, you really got it moving, dude. But I got a serious question, bro. How the hell did you get a picture of Nick on your wall behind you?
Wait, which one?
The Sagittarius one.
Come on, bad joke.
Oh. I'm like, wait a second. No, dude, honestly. And then, okay, to follow up on one of the things you were saying before, who is your favorite Star Wars character?
Oh, man, that's a tough question. Oh, God, I don't know.
Or at least top 3 or top 5 or at least ones you like a lot.
I mean, I guess probably Yoda has got to be number 1. Yeah. Oh, I mean, well, I don't know. Yoda, Boba Fett. I mean, I gotta.
Oh yeah. As a kid, that one just gets you. But now, when you saw, I think it was episode 3 when Yoda was younger. No, he did that killer fight scene. Was that episode 3?
Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah.
That was like, oh shit, Yoda, you do not like do stuff. You think like he's like a Gramps. He's like, can't do anything. But I was like, yo, that was one of my favorite parts of that movie, actually.
Oh, mine too, yeah.
Do you have a favorite fight scene?
That's probably one of them. I mean, that's definitely a highlight. No, hands down, when Luke and Vader on Bespin. That whole, you can't beat that.
And the first time you saw that, and you were like, what?
I can't remember quite clear. I mean, I think I saw it in a drive-in theater. And I was probably only like maybe like 5 or 6 at the time. But yeah. That's
awesome, dude. The drive-in theater, for people who've never been, you are missing out. We still have one like 40 minutes from me, and they do a double feature. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, drive-ins are great. Yeah, I haven't been to one in forever. I'd love to go to one.
Well, Warwick has one. Warwick, New York. I don't know how far you are from there. Probably about an hour and change.
Wait, yeah.
It's a good chill ride on the way, if you know what I mean, man. Just like, hey, you get there, you're like, I love this place. No, it's a nice drive. But anyway, all right, guys, we got to get focused. Let's get back to your music. Okay, so what's going on with the music? Do we have any new songs that we're working on, like writing behind the scenes right now?
Yeah, I'm working on a lot. Trying to put together a compilation of like new and old stuff. I reprinted so like I have an old CD from I don't know about 10 years ago that I re-released, but I'm only selling them like at shows. I want to kind of get away from the Spotify and the like the downloaded stuff. I'd rather kind of go back to roots where I came from anyway, and offer just stuff like at shows or through my website. And just do it that way for a little while until I get a little bit more of a grasp on like my next plan, how I want to release this new and old material. I'm just kind of doing it that way for now. See what happens.
Now, for the older material, are you remixing it or remastering it or adding in another track to it?
Oh no, they're just old songs that I have that I'm like recording, like fresh recordings.
Oh,
It's nothing that I'm like remixing or anything like that. It's all
old
newly recorded
material.
stuff, but old material, but newly recorded stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, and now are we gonna have any special instruments in any of these songs? Like a violin or like a cello or like a lead guitarist named Jimmy James from New Jersey?
Maybe. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. I'd love it. I would. I'm always open to that stuff, and especially nowadays. Now, like, you don't even have to, show up in the same spot. you know?
I'm not that advanced yet.
No.
Nick will show me though. He's my tech guru.
Nice. But
But
yeah,
tech
man,
guru.
I'd be happy to have you on as a guest guitarist, man. That'd be great.
That's what I do. I ask them live on air so they can't say no till I get all my extras. But Nick, I'm talking a whole lot. What are you thinking over there, bud?
No, you're asking all the questions I was actually thinking. But
Got him.
I noticed your schedule is always full. And do you have any tips for people who are looking to kind of get out there and start booking, or even get back at places that they played out once before and are looking to play there once again?
I still go through it. It's the same thing. Finding new places, looking online. I mean, social media is a great place to look. And just being, just if you're interested in playing, like on like any local music scene, like whatever town you're in, whatever city you're in. My best advice is to really just go and just engage, and go see people play. Maybe spark up a conversation. Don't be too pushy, but at least just spark up a conversation. Get to know these people. Do open mic nights. Get yourself like a little press get together, something to let people know what you're about and let them hear you and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
And it happens from there.
And to bring in a comment from the audience, please do a 2-minute harmonica jam. I would 100% buy that. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be sick.
Do I have 2 minutes?
I think he means as a recording for on the new I hate to say CD, but on the new album coming out. But if you want to do a 2-minute harmonica jam right now, we're ready.
I don't know.
We actually do have 2 minutes. Yeah, you could.
Let's do it. No, I don't want to put.
I don't know if that was 2 minutes, but
Yo, that was awesome. That was so cool, dude.
Thanks.
Jake said this made my night. Honestly, dude, that was
Awesome.
so cool, bro.
Awesome.
was-
Thank
You were doing like this one fade out, and I thought you were gonna be done, and then you came back with like the real deal. I was like, "Oh shit, bro!" I'm calling you John Popper Jr. now over here, man. Now,
He's
do you
amazing.
have
He's
mind blowing? But now, do you have just one? Do you have
Thank you,
multiple keys? Oh no! Oh, there
I'm
you
sorry.
go. You froze for a second. Sorry. Do you have
faded
one
out there for a minute. I didn't
harmonica,
hear the question.
or do you have multiple harmonicas, like different keys? Oh no, we're losing connection.
Yeah, basically one for key.
So you have do you have a vest?
Yeah, I have multiple, like one.
Nice.
No, no, I don't have the ammo vest. No. But I mean, you know, like I got. Case.
Oh shit! Yo, that's awesome. Nick said you got to get one for A sharp, and then you got to get another one for B flat.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually no, I have one for A flat. I have one for F sharp because I play a 12 string, which I tuned down a half a step, and I play harmonica on some of those songs, and they need to be in a flat key, so I have some of those.
That's so cool.
And
That's awesome.
Do they all look the same, or is it easy to tell? Like when you're going between songs, is it like easy just to grab the next one? Is like how you can.
Well, where I have them in order in my case, so they're like grab. But I use Lee Oscar harmonicas, and they have it's pretty like clearly. Written,
yeah.
You know, like on the top of it. So yeah, so it's easy to grab one. You know, grab the right one anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, dude, sadly, we're at that time. But where do you want everyone to go to check out all your tunes?
Well, you can go to zachlawless.com. Email me, sign up for mailing list, and you can order CDs like through me. You can go to my shows this weekend. I'm at Friday from 5 to 7. I'm at the Shawnee Inn in Shawnee, Pennsylvania. I'm at the River House at Odette's in New Hope, Pennsylvania on Saturday from 5:30 to 8:30, and then I'm at the Log Cabin Inn on Sunday the 21st in Columbia, New Jersey from 2 to 5. So that's my schedule for this weekend. So.
Nice, man. So you get around New Hope, dude? That's my place, man. I love that place.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Hey, if you're around on Saturday, I'll be there.
Dude, I gotta see what's doing. If Nick will let me, he's so strict, dude. He's like, no, I'm just kidding you, bro. But let's see. I'm gonna be with Nick, so we'll see. Maybe we can get down there. But dude, thank you so much for coming on, blessing us with that killer harmonica jam at the end. That was so cool, dude. That's like the highlight of my life right now.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate
it.
Man.
Zach, you're the man. We'll see you soon.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Have a great night. Guys, everybody go follow Zach Lawless. What a great human being, in addition to being a killer guitarist and singer and musician. We've had some awesome guests already. Go follow Matthew Key as well. All right, we got another video. This one's called The Ages. All right, I'll be right back. How about the harmony? Me too. I'm at my house. Yeah. All right, it's hard to turn this on, so I have to. Guys, that was awesome, Nick. Bro, I don't know where you find this music, but apparently it's 92.1 night. I love it. All right, we got another guest that's waiting in the wings. We actually got 3 guests coming on board. We got Henry, Andrew, and Austin from the band Hamo waiting backstage. Guys, I heard their sound check before, and it was awesome, guys. They're going direct. They got the mic set up. The vocals are crystal clear. You're not going to want to miss it. So let's bring on Hamo.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. What's going on, boys?
Chilling. We chilling.
We're here
Yo.
having a good time.
I love it. I love it. Yo, I'm so excited to get the 3 of you on. This is so exciting. Andrew, Austin, welcome. Henry, welcome back. Great to see everybody again. So what's been going on?
We're actually working on a lot of new music right now. We're working on new albums coming out probably later this year, hopefully. Everything's written. Everything's just slowly getting recorded. We're actually recording everything right here where you are seeing us here. And this is where we live, actually. It's kind of like our studio / apartment, but, making our thing. And, it's been pretty good. And a lot of work been putting into this new album, and really excited for everybody to hear what we've been cooking. So
That's awesome. And about how many tracks are you expecting?
what is it, 9 or 10?
9. I think we're shooting for 10, but right now we have 9 confirmed.
That's a full album.
Yeah.
And the major difference with this one, but from our last release, is all the songs are going to have singing on it. And like last album, like it was like half and half. Some had, actually no, it was more like only a few songs had singing, and the rest was instrumental. But most of this album has a lot of my singing on there, some of our group vocals and stuff like that. And really excited to see where where it takes us and everything, because a lot of different vibes, a lot of cool stuff on there. So really excited.
I love it. Well, I'm excited. Speaking of cool vibes, like a little bit different genres, or a little bit of this element, a little bit of that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, you want to
no genre of music is safe with Hamo anymore.
No genre.
We go from all different styles. We go from like really progressive, heavy, like we go really heavy sometimes with the progressive, like metal, and then we kind of like bring it back. We have like songs that are like a little bit more poppy, a little bit more of like all about
like almost like R&B, like
indie. It's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of jazz.
I love a little smooth jazz. I love it. Light FM. No, guys, I'm so excited too because I'm jealous. You guys have a band house, man. Nick, what the hell, bro? You gotta get a band house.
It's rare, and I'm not gonna lie. I am really glad and grateful for this space, and just being able to. We've been actually meeting a lot more often since we've all been back in the same area again as of late, and we've been trying to meet as often as we can. We're almost doing it like once a week and stuff like that, just meeting to play together in person, practice together, and we got some shows coming up as well. We're trying to book some more shows, and just trying to get ourselves back out there again after the whole craziness of the past couple of years and stuff like that. Really feels like the action is starting to start back up and everything. So
exactly, and I love it. And don't forget about that acoustic bass guitar.
Yeah, man. I hardly ever bring this out. I figured we'd do something a little different. I don't think we've ever really done an acoustic performance at all.
We've done 2 together.
Yeah, me and him do stuff together sometimes.
We jam acoustically, do this and that. So I think it'll be cool.
It's definitely a little different. Yeah.
I am so excited for it. It's our first time with acoustic bass on here, so I am pumped. And honestly, from where your sound check before, I was saying before you came on, everyone's in for a treat because you guys are tearing it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Now tell me, how did everybody meet?
Oh man, it's been years.
Oh man,
we actually used to be in another like metal band, and
we all met in school though.
Yeah, middle
high school.
Yeah,
high school.
10 years. We've been friends for like 10 years now.
Yeah,
I think it's going on 10.
Lots of fun stories and everything.
They're going on 11 years.
Yeah, we met in middle school, man. I met them like they were already in a band. And I wanted
remember, he would always hit me up. He'd be like, if you ever need a bassist, and one time I ran into him he was like, hey, if you ever need a bassist, let me know. And I was like, hey, we need a bassist. Let's hit this guy up.
Yep, got in touch with them. And the next thing I know, I was in a metal band. And that wasn't really my vibes for, fully. So I ended up, going doing other things, but then I ended up joining back up with them for this stuff,
Yeah, because we're doing totally different stuff. Just like a little bit of metal vibes, but also just just everything else
Mostly
in
just
between.
chill
all across the
A lot of
board,
chill
man. And
vibes.
I'm into like all types of different music. So, I feel like these dudes are the same wavelength. So, here we are.
Yeah, man. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming. I'm really glad we've been, together for the past couple of years making this music.
My brothers.
Yeah, at this point.
I love it. Who tells the best jokes?
Probably Austin.
Probably Austin.
That's my guess. But
Austin, I love it.
a little
Guys,
spontaneous. It's all great. Like sometimes we'll just take a picture of ourselves and we'll caption it with something funny, like so I was saying. It's just kind of I don't know.
Yeah,
there's one picture I'm thinking of.
He gives us the captions
throughout the night.
It's
He
just
also
so
gives us
silly.
the names of things.
Mhm.
If we have to name something, we go to him.
Oh yeah, I come up with names on the spot. But anyway,
honestly, that is a skill, and I need you, man. Because, dude, like you could like sit there forever trying to get a name for something. So if you have a short, someone that just comes up with the name, you're like, check. I love it.
yeah. Hey, at first, sometimes you got to second guess them a little bit, but in the end, they work out.
Got a second guess. You got to always think twice. Never know.
Hey, you gotta be if you find something better. But I'm so excited because talking to you guys in sound check, I was having so much fun with you. You're an awesome dude, so I can't wait. Now, when can I come hang out with you guys? I want to have some fun.
Oh, we're maybe free in the next.
You guys play at the Sherman.
Yeah.
We got to get a show together.
There we go.
We've been playing shows there too.
We're in the area, man. That's
Yeah.
where we're at right now, man.
Mhm.
Poconos.
That's what I heard. Yeah, Nick was telling me, and no joke, I literally said that as soon as I ended the sound check with you. I called Nick. I'm like, Nick, I love these guys. They're so cool. They're so nice. I was like, we gotta make a show with them. I just said that. I swear to God. So,
Let's make it happen.
Show, they opened up for patent pending recently, correct?
oh yeah, man.
That used to be our thing back in the
We used to
day.
do that when we were.
We were like
Yeah.
the only metal band on the bill.
I
It was
know, we were
hilarious.
the only metal-
It's always such a fun show to play that.
Oh yeah. man.
Those guys are maze balls. I
Love Joe. They're all
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it was always a good time, man.
They're
the
always good
energy
people.
is just insane. Joe is like all over the place. The
Yep.
audience is going nuts. It's magical in there, man. It really is. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Until you've been to a patent pending show.
Yeah, man. It was.
Always making friends there.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we're actually going back August 26th to open up for the Red Knot Chili Peppers.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
got
cool.
an invite
I
for
saw
that.
that. Yeah.
That's my birthday. Maybe I'll swing by.
Yo, happy birthday, dude. We'll get you a drink
Hell yeah, that sounds fun.
or a toke or something, whatever you want.
He'll take both.
I'll do
Yeah,
anything.
oh, then you come in. We're in.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we don't do that. We was a test for all you viewers in the audience. You failed. No. Not you guys. You passed. The audience failed. No, come on, hang. Let's go. No,
Yeah, man.
That's too good.
no, you guys passed. But okay, listen. Let's get to some music. So my ugly voice gets out of here. How many songs do you guys want to do? 80?
Maybe 79. Is that cool?
36 an hour.
No,
No, we got about 4 songs prepared here, so we're gonna do a few of them. So
Guys.
two instrumentals and 2 with singing, so should be good.
Ooh. All right. Well, we got some magic here. Stereo Joe said maybe 69 songs. I don't know, but all right.
this is
I'll be
special.
back.
Nice.
I'll be back with Nick, but in the meantime, I love it, guys. I'll be over here. Right.
All right, man.
All right, this first song's called Whatever. It's off of our first EP. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This next one is a new one. Did we release it like last year, November? Something like that? I don't
It
know.
was like this one was in August.
It was around there.
Around there. No comment. That's the name of the song. No comment. Hope you guys like it. Yeah, that was groovy.
I like that acoustic.
I like that acoustic. I like that acoustic.
Say that. All right.
All right, so what's next, fellas?
All right, this next one is off of our first EP again. Going back to our first EP. That was a classic EP. No, classic. We're going to be doing a song about cheese. Who likes cheese? I love cheese. The song's called Smoke Gouda. One of our favorite cheeses.
Smoke Gouda.
One of his
Smoke Gouda.
Right.
Nice getting too nice.
Boy.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was cool. Ooh. A little call response. I love it.
Yeah.
Between the guitar and bass.
That was fun.
And that's about cheese. Can you
That's
believe
about
it?
cheese.
Can you believe it?
Written by yours.
I
truly.
can't
Better
believe
be
it
good.
because I wrote it.
He wrote it. He came to me. He was like, "Smoke Gouda," and I was like, "You know what? That's a pretty good song title."
That was all Henry.
I wrote that entire song.
And sneak peek, we got a new song coming out called Kobe Jack pretty soon. Another cheese
The
song.
successor.
So
Success.
that'll be coming out in a little while with our new album. No release date yet, sorry, but coming soon. So this last song we're gonna play comes from our latest album, which is about a couple of years old now. It's crazy. I don't know if it's that year, that old yet, but soon.
Almost
2
years.
Almost 2 years.
3 years.
3 years.
2019, end of 2019.
Yeah, that was right. End of 2019. This song's called Mr. Nightmare. One of the first songs to feature vocals by yours truly here. So
My man, the Andy man.
Yeah, but I came up with the main little track of this one and send it over to Andy Man.
Yeah, back at school,
That was the rap.
I was in my dorm. He sent me this song, and I was
This is
like,
really the first song we all wrote together.
Yeah.
Like we all had a part in the song.
yeah. So cool song, Mr. Nightmare. Hope you guys like it. One, two, ready. Hey there, Mr. Nightmare, bribe me with your dreams about becoming a rock star. Tell me what you're thinking, I might be coming off too soft. You got some big plans, the music sounds exciting, here's what I have to offer. Wanna be a part of this band. Getting really tense now. Did I ruin something? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm giving you hell. This life is a game, and we shouldn't be cheating to win. But you and I, we're a team. We could get far if you let me inside your head. Hey there, let's try again. I wanna be someone in this scene. Let's take it from the top. I wanna be myself, but you only like you. And if I'm not like that, then it sucks for you. I blow the smoke in your face. I didn't mean to hurt you, but you really hurt me. You turned my dream into a nightmare. I should have known. I guess we're done, I'm packing up, but you don't want me to go now. Is there something you want from me? Oh no, I'm giving you hell. This life is a game, and we shouldn't be cheating to win. No, but you and I, we're a team. We could have got far if you let me inside your head. Oh yeah, do that day, do that today. Do that day, yeah. Whatever you want, yeah. So do that day, whatever you want. Ta-da today, yeah. Ta-da today, ta-da. Ta-da today, yeah. Ta-da today, ta-da today. Oh, oh, I don't care. It's the nightmare. Oh yeah. Cool. Well, all right.
Yo, guys, fucking insane. That's all I can say. Wow. Holy shit. I lied. I got a lot of things to say. That's why I got to talk. Yo, I got notes, guys. Guys, Big Water said wet and I would have to agree, guys. Wow.
If you wit.
Yo, me too. No, dude, I gotta say, going down, I'm gonna go down the line. Henry, guitar, bro. I don't know where you learned to play like that, dude. You're
School. I went to school. That's what I did.
Yo, it shows, dude. You have such tasty little things. Like you'll be playing your progression, then you guys all stop in unison on that. You hit that note, and then it's just a great pause. Wow, bro. Really loved your guitar work.
It's really two things. I had a really great teacher. Shout out to John Arnold. And then these guys. These are the guys I really grew up playing music with. So these guys are really what taught me how to really play with other people.
Yeah.
I love it. And Andrew, going to you, bro. Awesome voice. That second song, which is your new song, you hit those falsetto notes, bro. People were loving it in the audience. I was loving it. And dude, you literally play that cajon crazy, bro. It felt like you were doing Latin beats on the one song, and then you're like, yeah, man, you got these. You've played that better than I've really seen a lot of people ever play. I don't want to put anyone down, but you killed that thing. I was like, damn, I didn't know you could do some of that stuff. And
it took a little practice. I remember when I first got this like a year ago, and like I still haven't really played that often, but like, you know, I just kind of get on it every now and then and just do my own thing. And I've looked up little things with like a lot of the finger tapping stuff. So it's like, you know, little things you can do to spice things up. Yeah.
Dude, I loved your technique on it. You know, I would notice you're up higher on it, giving kind of those kind of higher, shallow notes, and then you're going down dude, it was superb. And, you know, for anyone in Austin that doesn't know about bass, bro, you're the one giving it the vibe the whole time. And I'm hearing in the audience comments, oh, this is a vibe. Oh, this is what a vibe wishes it could be. Blah, 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 blah. Bro,
you can actually hear the bass player. It makes a huge difference. That's crazy.
I know. You know, sometimes people don't hear it, but they feel it. And that, you know, it really is that basis of the song. And, bro, you were superb on it, man. Honestly, you guys have a hell of a thing going. All right. The musicality is off the hook, guys. I love what you're doing. There's no, verse, chorus. I mean, there's some of that, obviously, but just the way you do your rests and your pauses in there. Oh, so good, man. Your directions, your tempo and time changes. I saw that. I think that was the third one. Oh, yeah. Man. Loving it. All right. Every song you started had me captivated right away. Every single song. You have great intros and great outros, dude. Wow. Okay. And then last but not least, you guys you reminded me a little bit of Medeski, Martin, and Wood, if you ever listened to them.
I never heard them, man.
Yeah.
You got to check them out. They put out like 1 million albums. They're like somewhere in like experimental meets jazz meets, I don't know. I got one or two other albums.
I totally know what you mean. It's like you don't know what to call it, you know.
That's the kind of shit we're into, my friend. That's the kind of
and then you got to check out this other band, Tortoise. And you guys, I think they were on tour with Ween back in the day.
Oh, man, I love Ween, man.
Yeah, they have that vibe. So, dude, you guys have a great sound. All right, now I got to bring Nick in here, and I'm actually going to get off screen because I can't help but love you guys. So I'm going to give Nick a chance to talk. So let's welcome the Vikings.
Man,
thank you guys. You put on an incredible performance.
Thank you.
And everyone in the crowd was loving you. I second everything Jim was saying and so much more. And I do have a question. I noticed you guys posted a video from practice. Do you normally record practices?
We try to, you know, like, especially since we don't meet as often as we like. I mean, like, we're meetings pretty often, you know, than before. But, like, normally we try and set up a camera somewhere. I used to have a little tripod, which I lost at the last show, like a fool. But we usually try and keep, you know, if we find a cool clip or something, we'll, you know, post it online just to kind of keep things rolling. And, you know, if we want to specifically kind of record something, we'll do that as well and just kind of post whatever. And,
I feel like a quarter of the practices are recorded.
Yeah.
And like an eighth of the recording is good. So.
That's so funny. Yeah, because the storage and
Well,
the
'cause when
phones.
You practice so often too, so it's like we record every practice. It's like
Mhm.
an hour of footage. It's like
The phone just like runs out of storage. It's so funny, but yeah.
And forgive me if I'm about to give away secrets, but do you guys go back and review the practice and be like, okay, this is where we guys really need to hit a little bit more, because it's one thing doing it live, but then when you go back, you really can see if you guys were off or if there was something that should have been louder, or like you guys are on the money, so I don't even know.
oh yeah, we always take that stuff into consideration.
Yeah,
But
sure.
at least for the practices, we don't sweat it too hard because we meet all the time now.
Mhm.
So it's like if we have like one practice, something's not right, then it's like we won't sweat it too hard because we'll have another practice. Plus, we've been playing music for so long together. It's like for us, it's like yeah, we know exactly what we want. So.
A lot of times, like, if I'll record it on my phone, I'll be in bed trying to trying to fall asleep, and I'll just be skimming through the video as to what we did, just listening to things, just kind of, just at random times, just kind of pulling it up just to see what we did and, what I can do different, or, see if I can pick up something that we did at practice that, really stuck. So, little things like that.
Yeah, and it definitely shows that you guys put the time and effort into it. 'Cause from the way that you guys write the songs, perform them, and just do all the touches on it to those endings, it's just like a masterpiece.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Shit,
man.
much appreciated.
I
man.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, and like he said, we went to school too. Like, I went to the same school as he did, and he didn't go with us as much, but he would come to practice with us
Yeah.
every now and
I
then.
didn't go to their school, but I was at their school.
And we had
He was always
Using all the
surrounded by us.
resources. I was using all the resources and enjoying it
Learned
as
vicariously.
much as I could.
No, we had a great
Yeah.
practice space though, and it was very grateful that we had that space for him to come and for us to jam and really work on our craft as well there. So
Yeah, for
Cool
sure.
Awesome. And for you guys recording and writing process, since adding the vocals, has it drastically changed that, or is it just kind of more the same and it just kind of just like, do you do the music first, or do you now sometimes have the vocal melody and then kind of build around that?
It's
Man, it's a mix, man.
it's a wild ride how we write music.
the way we write music, man. Like it's really. So here's a breakdown.
yeah, go
It's
ahead.
like
So-
a structure.
Most of the time, these two guys will come up with
Like 90% of the songwriting.
but they'll come up with like a lot of the track, and then put music to it, or put lyrics to a song or whatever, and then I'll like come up with something at my house or something and send it over to them, and then
Just kind of back and forth.
and it's sort of a bounce back and forth between like Google Drives.
There is a new song on the new album right now, which has all of them have singing, like we mentioned earlier. And it was something I wrote, actually, one of the songs I wrote, and it started kind of as like a vocal melody. I was just working a forklift job one day, and I was just humming a melody in my head, and I was like, that could work. And I just kind of kept it in my head all day, and then went home, wrote it down on my Logic session there, and eventually it became a very vocal heavy song. So pretty cool.
Yeah, when we write our music, we always just kind of write it on our own. So like there are songs that only he has written every note, and I just played the song, and I have songs that I wrote, and then just play the music that I wrote. But like we all have our own like Logic sessions, and we all write our own music. We write out every note, sometimes without even playing our instruments. Like there are songs where I wrote it down first without even playing first, and just kind of wrote what sounded good versus playing what I can play on guitar, because of course I can play pretty well, but sometimes when you write music, you get bogged down by what you can do instead of worrying about what might actually sound good. So it's like, if I can write it, I can practice it and then learn how to play it, then I can write better music, because I'm more focused now on, let me write a great song versus what can I play? What am I limited to what I can play?
And they've got a way more in depth like learning of the whole thing. I'm more like
Classically trained.
I play by
Yeah.
ear. I've always played by ear. Just learned shit by jamming along with tracks, and so I come from a whole different school.
It's pretty astounding
No
what kind of
school.
stuff he does with the
But
little.
so I learned from these guys, and I learned a lot from these dudes right here. So that's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's very cool. And advice for everybody out there, whether they're a musician or someone who's been playing, surround yourself with other musicians who are talented, and you can learn something from everybody, even if you're the most talented player on the
It's probably the most important thing. Just learn anything you can from anybody. Like everybody has something to offer. Just learn as much as you can. Listen and learn. That's what I was taught.
And he's got another group, actually, like a little duo with another guitar player who jams with us every now and then. And he's another guy who I could just learn so much just from listening to him play, because he's so just classically like driven when it comes to rock music. And I don't know, he's just crazy for how young he is to be doing what he's doing.
Shout out on this type of thing
Andrew.
one day, man.
Andy Wack.
Andy Wack.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Andre Wackerman. That's my other dude.
Shout out.
And me and him, because I grew up listening to a lot of blues and 70s like this crazy shit. Like
he got me so much into that.
And,
Crazy.
all this wild stuff. And
Zappa's good.
Zappa's like my biggest influence. So,
what do you think of Jeff Beck?
Oh, I love Jeff Beck too, man.
Jeff
I'm a 60s and 70s, progressive rock, freaking whatever the hell you call Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
Crazy rock. No, I got to see Yes one time. That was amazing.
Oh yeah, man. I saw Anderson. I saw John Anderson at the Sherman with Jean-Luc Ponty on the violin.
Wow.
That was like 6 years ago, man. Sherman was doing some cool shit around then.
That sounds like a cool show, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, the only mistake Yes made that night was having Dream Theater open for them. I was like, what are you guys thinking? These guys are crazy.
How long is the song?
Literally.
45 minutes, it's only one song.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, they were mind-blowing. I was like,
Yeah.
And then Yes got on, and I was like, these guys are getting old. Like, I love Yes. They're one of my top bands, but the other guys had so much energy. And then Yes came out, and they didn't play Close to the Edge, and I was pissed. No, I'm kidding you.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I honestly would have been a little bit irritated.
Yeah, I know. Come on, no, I love a lot of their tunes, but all right. So now I got kind of like a rapid fire questions for all of you.
Okay.
So if you have an answer, cool. If you don't, you can skip. And if you want to explain it a little bit, that's cool too. But if you don't, then just say it. But all right, what is, and each of you can different answers, please. The best theme song for like a TV show or movie.
I say South Park theme song.
Best theme song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thomas just fucking got in on that.
What We Do in the Shadows, that show has a great song in the opening.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's a new show. It's on like FX right now and on Hulu. I forget what the song is, but it's like, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. That's a great song.
Okay, sweet.
Hunger Force.
Ooh.
That's got the greatest theme song.
Now, do you have,
Is Sheikh Zula, the Mike Ruler, the old cooler. You want to flip? I'll give it to you. Amazing.
yes, okay. Speaking of which, Andrew, are we going to hear a rap track one of these days or no?
I don't know, man. I could.
We ought to hear one.
I did a bar gig like last week, and I did
Just give me 5
Gorillas.
Bush Lights.
Oh, okay.
You should do it. Yes.
Rap.
Just give me a couple cold ones, I'll rap.
That always helps, right? I know that liquid courage. I'm like, yeah.
I'll drop a beat right on the table.
No, but really, you guys are awesome. All right, next one. The best band ever.
Oh man.
This is a tough one. I have this on my forearm, right? This is Avenged Sevenfold, and they were my favorite band growing up, and they still have a special place in my heart. I'm not as huge of a metalhead as I once was, but it's on my forearm. So I mean, like Avenged Sevenfold.
That's pretty serious. That's Nick's band too.
Yeah.
It's the drummer mainly. The drummer was a huge inspiration for me growing up for doing what I do. So it's like Jimmy the Rev Sullivan. But
yeah. An insane drummer and singer, and he mentioned Dream Theater. I saw them play with Portnoy, and that was freaking insane.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Awesome.
I can't do it, man. I've been asked it so many times, and I've tried so many times to answer. It's kept me up at night, man, many times.
Frank Zappa.
And
You said
Frank. I mean, Frank Zappa is one of my favorite musicians, but it's like he's been with so many different, iterations of his groups that I can't really say as far as band. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
I'm in the same boat, which is why I'm going with 3 bands.
Okay.
You're supposed to choose one.
No in particular order. My first one is Megadeth. That's my first love. Second is Chon. I got them on my forearm. And then my third is Return to Forever. I got them on my
Hey,
leg
Return to Forever
right
is
here, but I can't. Those are my top three best bands of all time.
Return to Forever is dope.
You
So
got
do you
Duke.
hate Metallica? Those
I don't hate Metallica. I just think Megadeth is a whole lot better.
The war among wars.
I remember they actually had a video on MTV, and I was so excited. It was Sweating Bullets, and it was
Yep.
like, "Hello, me, meet the real me." I was like, "Oh shit!" And then, that was a good one, man. But okay, next one is your favorite instrumental solo. Could be guitar, could be bass, could be harmonica.
Metal solo.
Oh no!
Like this is a song that's all like instrumental.
Hey, yo,
Just your favorite instrumental solo, period.
yeah, it could be like in a rock, like a normal song with vocals, but like it could just have to be guitar. It doesn't have to be guitar; it could be any instrument. That's why I said instrumental.
Yeah. Okay.
Andrew might actually know my answer, but like secret, it's going back to Return to Forever, Medieval Overture, Return to Forever, the drum solo in that. I always say every time it comes on, like, this is the best drum sound I've ever heard in my entire life. And like every time I record drums, every time I mix drums, this is exactly what I want my drums to sound like. That exact song, that exact drum solo, that is my favorite solo of all time. I'm going with that.
Okay. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
I love it.
Overture drum solo.
One thing that came to mind, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely like up there, is Joey Jordison's drum solo, the live solo where he's on that drum rig and it like kind of like almost goes upside down or something. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's a crazy video. And I watched that growing up, trying to learn drums, and I was like, I want to do that. That looks so bad.
He's
Like, cool.
another insane drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit. For me, I'd have to say, I mean, it is a guitar solo. And there's a lot of great instrument solos of all types, but the guitar solo in "Stranglehold" by Ted Nugent, man, that's just one of the most kick-ass guitar solos
I think
ever. It just always sits with me. Every time that song comes on, you just gotta, and then it breaks down. Everything sort of cuts away for a second, except for the bass and the guitar, and they just fucking rock it. So anyway, if you haven't heard that, then get in on that. So you can sit back and listen.
Yo, for real. All right, now here's another hard one. Your current favorite song.
Ooh.
I want to take out my phone and check,
Yeah, right,
but like,
Please.
my phone's over there. I don't want to even
Oh
do
shit.
that. That's so funny.
What is my favorite?
I gotta
song
look
right
at
now?
think of
It's like then it'll strike my
Yeah,
memory.
right? It'll
I'm
just
like,
strike your
I
memory.
love that
I'm trying to
song.
think of my one playlist, but there's a band called Beach for Tiger, and they
Yeah, hey, I
release-
got you on them.
Yes, and my brother loves them, and he actually just sent me their new song that came out like a couple of days ago. They're a great band, got lots of different vibes. They're like psychedelic rock pop, and that's a new song that's out right now, and it's a great one. I wish I can
I
think
don't have a
of
favorite
the one I
song.
was thinking of though. And that's really great.
I don't have a favorite song.
I'm drawing a blank.
But you know what song? You know what song I've been listening to a lot though, and this is completely gonna throw everybody because this isn't anything like we're talking about. But you know who was great? Jim Croce, and I've got a Jim Croce song stuck in my head for the past 48 hours called "Speedball Tucker." That's a great one, man. And he was great. Gone too early. So
It's too
anyway,
good.
that's stuck in my head, but not my favorite song by any means. But it's the one that I can't
Well, at
get
least the
away.
favorite one right
I
now,
can't get
so-
away from it. So
So
it
mine
means something.
is Electric Relaxation, A Tribe Called Quest.
Oh.
My dad showed it to me. He shouldn't show it to me recently, but he played it for me recently. He showed it to me many times before. But like recently, it's just like it's like meant a lot to me. Like my uncle listened to A Tribe Called Quest a lot. My dad, it's like very like part of my family, and like you know, it's a song that means a lot to me right now. It's like every time it comes on, I'm like, here we go.
Yep, the bass line in that
Yeah,
was played by Ron Carter, one of the best bass players ever.
Ron Carter. I love Ron Carter.
So there you go.
Shout out Ron Carter.
Little fun fact.
I love it.
I'm like deep in thought right now. I can't even. I'm thinking of this playlist that I have, and like I always add new songs that I love, and I'm just like, there's one song, and I can't think of it. Oh well.
You're
next
like,
time.
damn it. And you know as soon as we end, you're gonna think of it.
There was just like, this is the one moment I needed that answer, and I can't get it.
It's a hard. That's a hard question.
It is.
though.
I had to think about it for a second.
These are hard questions. We've
My
been asked
phone.
these questions before, but it's hard to pinpoint.
That's so
them, you know?
funny.
I have an easy question now. and then another hard question, maybe. I
Keep
think
up
the question is, who's the best cook in the band?
Ooh.
Oh, that's Andy, yo.
Oh,
I don't know.
it's between me and him,
Uh-oh.
but I say it's me
That's
because
Andy.
I can make fresh bread and
No
fresh
offense to Andy.
pasta.
I'll
Henry's
give,
the
no.
man.
I'll give it to Andy only because I kind of do things like I was taught the way I was taught things. I
And
didn't go
he's
through any cookbooks or
vegetarian.
anything.
He's vegetarian.
I'm also vegetarian. Andrew actually like does things by the book, has the rules, follows everything to a T.
I can make fresh
I'm
cinnamon
kinda
rolls
like-
from scratch.
I'm more like generational taught.
And I gotta say,
Something like that.
I'm biased to Andy because I love bread. I love bread.
I
Andy
would
makes some of the
give it to Andy.
craziest bread I've ever had.
I'll admit, I make
He's
some
like
good
he's from
stuff.
France
but
or something.
Andy,
This guy.
I think Andy.
I mean, I did just make garlic bread last night
Technique-wise.
and a carbonara
But he
Italian
makes his
dish.
bread. He makes the dough for.
Pretty good.
All right, we're going on tour, Andy. You're the chef for the tour.
Yeah, I'll make everybody
He makes these onion rings.
Oh yeah, the
I made
onion.
those.
I'm so hungry right now. Guys,
Just make a menu.
You asked the question.
What you guys want? What you want, Nick?
Everything you just mentioned.
literally, dude. Listen, can we just hang out and eat together? I mean, come on.
One of these days.
Hey,
He's
you
gonna
don't
hook
have to
it-
eat.
He's gonna hook it up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I love it. All right, now here's a question. I know Austin's a little more experienced with classic rock, so but I'm sure you all know. But who's better, Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin?
Pink Floyd.
I would go with Floyd.
Yeah.
I was never a Zeppelin guy, unfortunately, but I respect them a lot and I love their music. And
I've thought about this for a long time. I already decided.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm being recorded saying this.
This is on the
I
record.
have no fear. No.
I guess Pink Floyd.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Pink Floyd.
But
Wow.
I love Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah.
And they
Oh,
just rock. But who can I like really get into for a longer period of time? Probably Pink Floyd. But again, drugs required.
Yeah, man. No,
And
dude, I'll never forget. My
Right.
first concert was Page and Plant, and it was like so tough for any other band to equal that. It was like Page and Plant. It was like amazing. But but how do you guys? All right, this is making it personal for me. But how do you guys feel about Dave Matthews Band? That's my favorite
Oh,
band.
I love Dave Matthews, man.
Dave Matthews Band.
They do put on a good show.
I love Dave Matthews Band. I just think that Dave Matthews is so unique and like people try to sound like him and they never really can, or exactly what they're trying to do.
My favorite thing was, and I don't sound like him, but this one show, someone comes up to me and they're like, you know what, man, you kind of remind me of Dave Matthews. You kind of sound a little bit like him. And then like 2 sentences later, he's like, Dave Matthews kind of reminds me of a dead raccoon singing.
No.
Oh,
And
no.
then I turn around and be like, and then I'd be like, whatever, I get it.
You know what? He didn't even like connect that he had just told me I sound like that, and then I was like, oh, okay, I sound like.
Like, come on, that's not real. Backhanded comment, that kind of compliment. But no, I think Dave Matthews is cool. Do you guys agree?
I think so. Yeah, I
I
mean,
never
like,
had an issue.
me neither.
So I actually.
They were just unfortunately another
actively
band I was
like
never.
him. I listen to his music to seek out his performances.
But I know a lot of people who love that band, and
I like the cover bands and shit too. They're pretty cool.
know a lot of
Well,
people who go to their shows.
Dave
I saw
Matthews
Dave
cover
Matthews cover band this week at Music Fest.
Yeah.
Man. It was
Oh,
Music Fest in Bethlehem, man. I was there the whole week. So
that looks fun.
Which
Yeah,
one
it
was it? Which Dave Matthews tribute?
so it was the Billy Bauer band.
I know him. I know Billy Bauer.
Yeah, and he was good, man. I mean, he played like most of his songs were Dave
He
Matthews
does. Billy Bauer does.
but they were really good, man, and he kicked it, man.
Billy Bauer does the open mic at Arts Quest. That's how I know
Yeah,
him.
Arts Quest, man.
He's
I think
such a cool guy.
Bethlehem
I
is
love
great.
Billy Bauer.
Where are you guys? You guys are in Poconos too, right?
Well, Nick is, but I'm over in Jersey, in like
Okay.
the Morris County area, like Butler, like.
Yeah, you're over by where I used to be.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, because when we did the first one, I was in Pompton Plains.
That's right.
That's right.
So it's actually kind of funny. I was near both of you at different times.
Dude, I don't want to say where I'm working on air, but I'm literally working 2 jobs in Pompton Plains right now. Yo, dude.
Small world. Go
It
love.
really is. Yo, you guys are awesome, man. And I can't wait to see what you do next. I'm definitely making the drive up to Stroudsburg to see you. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go, but on September 1st, Victor Wooten's going to the Sherman. If you guys want to have your mind blown on bass,
Oh yeah,
Mhm, I've never seen that.
he's doing bass extreme, so he's coming
That's
with
some
this
shit that
other
I've been checking out.
nasty bass player too, who plays a 6-string bass.
Huh.
And but anyway, but listen, just because he's on your guys' level, you guys are so talented, man. I really love what you do, and sadly we're like,
man, he's crazy.
Yeah, that was a good
Victor Rubin
compliment
is
there. Thank you.
insane.
he's so smart, man. When we got to interview him, dude, he was just like, the guy's just amazing. He's a great human being, and on top of it, he's just like got so much knowledge and wisdom. He's like amazing. But listen, guys, I'm so sad, man. It's our time to kind of like come to a close.
Be like that, man.
Yeah.
Wish we could sit here all night just chatting.
Yeah,
I
man.
know. Nick's mean. He's like, he makes me end it and stuff. Nick tases me and like, stay on.
We'll have a cattle prod, and it's more
Weird.
activated.
Sometimes I kind of like it. But anyway, but guys,
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, really. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. I love coming here.
And real fast, we are supposed to be playing Stroudfest that's coming up in September, I think. We just don't know the exact date, but we need to get in touch with them soon. We just, we it's unofficial,
We'll be
but
at Stradfest.
we'll be at Stradfest. Hamo will be playing, hopefully.
September 3rd.
oh, wait, what'd you say, Nick?
September 3rd. Who said that?
There we go.
September 3rd. I heard there's a rumor Stereo Joe might be there, so maybe we could like all hang out.
That'll be
That's a crazy rumor.
prime link
Yeah.
up time.
Dude, we're getting crazy, and I want to talk to you guys even more that day in person. I'll probably talk even more. It's gonna be horrible for you, but great for me. I love you guys.
We'll be there.
Yo, and real quick before we let you go, where should everybody go to check out all your music?
Spotify, Bandcamp,
iTunes, Apple Music,
Apple
YouTube.
Music, YouTube.
We are Hamo, and usually it's like Hamo Makes Music is our tag for a lot of our social medias like Instagram and Facebook and
Yep.
and
Hamo makes music.
Twitter.
Just look for that, and you'll find us anywhere if you just look that up.
Got a new album coming out very soon, and playing another show in October in Whitehall, Club Kerrigan's.
formerly Planet Trog.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we've got that coming up. We'll be
Classic.
promoting that, but catch us on social media, catch us on Spotify, anywhere there. We'll be there.
We be hanging.
Yeah, and we got to get a show real soon, so maybe we'll set something up for October too if you could fit another gig in there.
Yeah.
We're plenty open there, so yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on, and have a great night.
Yeah, man, I love you guys too. Thanks so much for having us.
See you next time, guys. Bye-bye. Guys, that was Hamo. They're freaking mind-blowing. Their musicality is just off the hook. I wish I was that good, man. They were really, they had some nice moments in those songs, dude.
Dude, musically, they're amazing. Personality-wise, they're amazing. All around, they're just cool guys. So I can't wait until we get our next show with them because it's going to be a lot of fun.
I love it, guys. And I just want to say thank you so much for all tuning in again. We have some awesome regulars. Mateo, thank you so much. You're like everything to us. And Jake, I see you out there. Caroline, thank you. And many more. I'm blanking right now, but I know your names. I see them all the time. I'm just being an idiot. But really, thank you so much, everybody, for always tuning in and all support. Episode 102 in the books. We got 7 left, and they're going to be here before you know it. And we're taking a hiatus for a little bit, and we'll be back with even more episodes, more major artists, and more live performances. So we can't wait. Thank you guys so much. Signing off for Stereo Joe. I'm Jimmy James.